Why do aliens need spaceships? To sail the galaxies. Welcome to the stream. Happy to see you, my friends. Black Fox first in chat even before the stream went live, in chat even before me. Funny stream description. E.T. is extremely terrible. It may be funny, but it is also true. This game, don't be deceived. Don't be deceived if this is your first time seeing this game. Don't be deceived like I was. I thought this game was going to be great, and it was so fun for like 40 minutes. And then it all fell to pieces. Don't tease us, let's play. Nice. I'm always so happy to catch that intro song. That song, so if you heard that song, my friends, that's by our very own Sparrow the Dragoon. And it is a masterpiece. It is wonderful. It is, unfortunately, it's also part of the reason I was inspired to subject myself to all the ET games in the universe. but Sparrow and the song can hardly be blamed for my poor decisions. So, January is Jankuary, my friends. We are continuing our ET marathon. There will hopefully be other broken and terrible games for Jankuary if I can make it to the other side of ET. This is the last, I promise, this is the last ET game that I own. So once we get to the other side, we'll be ready to start something else that's probably equally as terrible. It'll make us long. It'll make us long for the golden days that were E.T. And yes, unfortunately, Jelly is still highly immobile. Makes me want to fast forward time. Rewinding's for losers. Welcome in, Rewinding. Happy to have you here. Gonna be lurking tonight. Wish I could chat, but I'll be watching. Hope you're all good. I'm doing pretty well. I hope that you're well as well, Rewinding. And thank you very much for the lurk. That is always appreciated. You know, I prefer to have people chatting with me, but I am perfectly content with a lurk as well. I know that, you know, people have things to do. And so that you would be willing to take the time and effort to lurk, even despite the things that you have to do, I'm really grateful for that, so thank you. Alright, so E.T., we're going to play this for as long as I can endure it tonight, and then we're going to move over to the NES, and we're just going to play a whole lot of Contra. Both halves of the stream are unfortunately going to be extremely repetitive. E.T., because I am suffering and failing and getting game over constantly. And then Contra, because we are attempting to complete a challenge, a deathless run. So there will be a lot of deaths, and so there'll be a lot of resetting. Contra is going to be a grind tonight. For, again, as long as I can endure it, I guess. I can't roll into too much overtime, because I do have to rest so that I can drive safely in the morning. But we'll worry about that a little bit down the line. Oh, I will go ahead and say also that the Sunday night stream is very likely to be canceled. I have a plumber coming on Monday morning, and so that kind of messes up my schedule for the previous night. Are you running low on chili power? if we're referring to spicy peppers, well, actually, if we're referring to spicy peppers or just delicious chili, then I'm running low in either circumstance. My giant vat of chili that I like to cook, it ran out today. It lasted me 5 days, and that's good. In the past, it's typically lasted 3 or 4. Like I said, I never really do things exactly the same way, and this most recent iteration, it lasted 5 days, and that's really good. This weekend, I hope to make, instead of a giant vat of chili, I hope to make a giant vat of marinara sauce and have spaghetti, air quotes spaghetti, all next week. I say air quotes spaghetti because, first of all, as a marinara sauce, it's not especially authentic, and it won't be served over spaghetti noodles, but will be served over bow tie pasta. E.T. has entered the Matrix. Yes, I was actually the robotic octopuses are very Matrix-like, but I was actually thinking of more of Silent Hill, because the ground looks like a grating. Well, I mean, I guess it is. It very much reminds me of Silent Hill. I honestly thought you were about to say 4 days of mozzarella sticks. I do love a fried mozzarella stick, but I it would be highly unusual to have them more than once per week. And 4 times in 1 week? That could be devastating to my health. Yes, indeed. Someone had been talking about tofu in chat recently, and my experience with tofu is very limited, but it's been on my mind ever since. And so I've got I actually have a recipe for like a garlic chili noodle with tofu that I'm planning to try very soon. Hopefully, if I can get the stuff for it, maybe tomorrow. I hope it goes well, but we shall see. I have a history as a very obnoxiously picky eater, and so a new recipe is always something of a risk. I press my tofu to dry it out further. I will try to keep that in mind. When I'm inspecting my tofu tomorrow, because I don't really know what to expect. So I'm certainly going to be poking at it and considering what I'm getting myself into. And if it seems unacceptably soggy, then I will consider finding a means of pressing it to wring out the moisture. I gotta say, so far, I mean, I know I'm jinxing myself by saying this. So far, this level is okay. I'm not suffering yet. I know it's coming. I know that things cannot stay this good. Yep, look right here. Right here. This enemy right here is going to ruin my whole life. The big enemies in this game, they're the reason why this game is so terrible. Like, this game looks like, if you've just been watching, if you've only seen what I've played so far, this game looks fine. You walk around, you know, stand on some pads, collect some items, fight a couple enemies with your, you know, your sound waves. It's all fine. And it is. Like, that's great. That's why I thought this game was going to be fantastic at first. I was so happy. But then they introduced big enemies and everything went just horribly wrong. Oh, he did so much damage to me. Oh yeah, I forgot we have telekinesis. I often add it to our variation of Korean army stew. You just need towels and baking sheets and a gallon of water for the weight to press, and a little at a time. No, I fell off the edge. That's another problem with this level, is you fall off the edge to an instant death. Also, game overs boot you to the title screen, and you have to reload your save. So your number of lives and your amount of health is carried over and preserved in its nearly vanished state. Bude jjigae, or army stew, originated Shortly after the Korean War, when food was scarce and many Koreans were starving, food was smuggled from American military bases, and then local Koreans used the American ingredients to create a stew. Army stew is still popular in South Korea. I didn't know that. I don't remember coming across army stew when I lived in Korea, but also it's been a long time, so I may have just forgotten. Like the hard drive in my laptop, my biological memory is always dangerously near capacity, so old data is being overwritten all the time. Oh, I didn't see that life over there before. Health and an extra life. Yes, please. You would think a game where you could move objects with telekinesis would be not terribly challenging. It would seem that you would seem that that ability would make you quite powerful, but the enemies remain overwhelmingly formidable. Maybe that's what my dad makes that he considers to be bulgogi. You know what? Maybe that is. Maybe that's why his bulgogi recipe is so strange. Between this game and Sonic 3D Blast, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say whenever I'm playing an isometric game, I'm gonna have a bad time. I will never go into an isometric game again expecting anything but misery. Statcat, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the magic bean. We'll enjoy one of those in a moment. Normally, I would consider an early bean to be an omen for the rest of the stream, but the stream's starting with ET, so even a terrible bean would be an improvement to my situation in some ways. I get to take a break from this game. Well, I said it, and there you go. It's the Whoa, it's the white and yellow bean. That's buttered popcorn or rotten egg, and it doesn't matter because I find both flavors to be equally revolting. It's egg, by the way. Oh. I'm here for E.T., StatCat says. We're happy to have you here. You would not believe the night I had, Frownie. Well, I hope for the best reading that, though I interpret it ominously. What happened? Drove from Anchorage to Fairbanks last night, which is a 330-mile drive, about 110 miles from Fairbanks. We lost both driver's side tires to a rock and had to wait 8 hours to get rescued by my mom. Oh, man. It cost $800 for the tow and $1,100 for the new tires. Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear that, StatCat. There are few things that I enjoy less in life than car problems. I mean, no one enjoys having car problems, but it is very high on the list of things that just can ruin my whole month. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. On the upside, we adopted a Malamute. I'll post pics in the pets channel. Right on. I don't even know if I know what that is. I feel like I've heard the word before, but I don't know that I've ever seen one. Oh, yeah. When I think of an Alaskan dog, like, that's what comes to mind. Like, if I think of, like, a sled dog. But the word and the picture were not associated in my brain. When he's standing up, he's as tall as my fiance. That's a big dog. Let me rewind a little bit to read. I missed some of Black Fox's comments here. Our stew often has beef bone broth base, ground pork, tofu, baked beans, kimchi, over sour is better, mushrooms, instant noodles, green onions, and some cheese. But the kids like to add hot dogs or Spam. Season the broth with hot pepper paste, hot pepper flakes, sugar, fish sauce, rice, wine, soy sauce, garlic, and black pepper. Sounds mostly all right, though. If I'm being perfectly honest, I'd be a little bit scared because of the cheese. I'm uh, I'm notoriously terrified of cheese in most of its forms, and I really don't like to mix cheese and produce ever in the same bite. Um, so several years ago, I didn't I didn't have quite the situation that you had, a stack cat, but several years ago I went camping with some friends, and it was a good like 5-hour drive from where we lived to where we were camping, and as we were leaving Houston, we were in two cars. In the other car, my friend's car, he he bent his axle, I think was what happened. Um, if I remember right, when he was pulling out of a parking lot where we had stopped briefly, and had to take his car in and get that repaired. And so that's why I think maybe it wasn't a bent axle, because whatever it was, he was able to get it repaired the same day. So we went on without them, and then they were going to catch up with us, and then just hours and hours and hours passed, like, after they were supposed to have arrived, like repairs and travel time all considered, and we didn't know where they were, and we were worried. And then when they eventually showed up, we found out that they had exploded a tire on the trip, like an hour away from where we were, and so then he had to go and he had to go and get another pair of tires changed. And then 3 days later, on our drive home, he exploded another tire, and this time we were with him, and so we waited with him at a Walmart for hours, waiting for them to put a new tire on for him. It was crazy. He bent an axle and exploded 2 tires on the same weekend. That's even worse. I'll take blown tires. Why does E.T. look like he became a vampire? E.T. becomes paler and paler as his life energy drains away, which I think is actually something that happens in the movie. I feel like I remember a very pale and clinging to life E.T. at some point in the film. I cannot run against this conveyor belt. It is too... Oh, I remember something in the game saying that. You can't run against certain conveyor belts. Or the manual. So that's true. That all makes sense now. Tonight has been shockingly okay with this game thus far. No, please don't. Why? Why drain my health? That's more what you call guidance for it than actual rules. That's the way I interpret that's the way I have to interpret any recipe. Guidance rather than rules, because I have so many peculiarities to the things that I am willing to eat and not eat. It's a super long, complicated, and often contradictory list. What is this thing? I've never seen one of these before. I guess it's for... I don't know what it's for. But I hope I didn't need it. It's gone now. Leave me alone. I feel like all the game should have been about this intensity that this level has been at so far. Ooh. We just got a 1-up from collecting flowers, I think. I don't know that I've ever noticed that happen. It's the big enemies that really ruin the game. The enemies with projectiles are not particularly fun either, though. They're small size. Notwithstanding. Oh, that's what that thing was all about. I guess I should have brought it with me, huh? Okay, well, fortunately, the world is round, and we can loop back to this side. I'm not really sure. I'm stuck. There we go. Oh, if I drop this into the, huh. I really don't know where the game wants me to take this thing. I can't take it through the teleporter. I don't think I can take it backward with me either, because I'm going to start hovering and I won't be able to use my telekinesis. Yeah, that can't be the way to do it. Putting it over there wouldn't be helpful. I can't reach over there. Huh. Oh, hang on. Maybe I can pick it up. There we go. I forgot you could do that. I forgot that I could absorb an item to carry it around. Ouch. I can almost get it where it needs to be. Oh, we beat a level. Can you believe it? We actually beat a level. Oh, that was only the first level. It really wasn't. It really wasn't that bad. Not compared to some of the nonsense from last time. That's the most I can hope for this game, is that it remains not bad. Whoa. Ah, big enemy. He knows I'm here. I don't know if he can come up here. Oh no, why? I thought he couldn't. I actually don't think he's supposed to be able to. Now we have perished. Alright, see you later, big guy. 16. He did 16 damage. I guess 15, but still. Way too much. I like when they're enemies, the small enemies, because they can actually be defeated. I don't know why the game isn't just populated with mostly small enemies. It would have been acceptable. Or if the stun, like, worked for a meaningful amount of time on the big enemies, that would be nice. There are several things. There are several things they could have easily done to make things alright for us, and they chose to do none of them. I do love the way E.T. runs. Oh no, we have a new type of big enemy. That's not what you want to see. Wish that guy would stop shooting me. Oh no, it's one of these. It's one of these puzzles again. Oh, he can be stunned. That's shocking. Ah. First try. Boat ladder, welcome in. Good to see you. Welcome to ET. That phrase, welcome to ET, is just synonymous with the phrase, welcome to the stream. I need every possible piece of health. It's probably one. Nope, there's not one down there. That's kind of surprising. Is this the end of the level? No, that's a teleporter. Probably don't want the teleporter. Oh, it's over here. Oh, I'm so glad I came over here. Here we go. Okay, didn't teleport us immediately into the heart of danger. That's good. We're almost at 100. Almost at 100 plants. That'll be something. I know that there was a big guy up here. I saw him before. This is actually maybe a good situation for fighting this guy, because we can use these little alcoves to line ourselves up. Okay, well, I'm still being destroyed. What's wrong? What did I do wrong? I don't understand why the gate... I don't understand why the gate was like that. It was supposed to go away, right? I hit the switch. I didn't miss a second switch anywhere. Did I? I don't know. Maybe it was a glitch. Who knows? Oh, maybe I walked across it and turned it back on. That's what I did. I turned it back on. Am I banned from guiding the raid in the future? Not at all. Why would you be? Did something happen that I don't know about? I didn't stick around as long as I might have liked to. I kind of fell asleep. I hung around for a while, and I had to drift away to do my my other post-stream type things. I saw there were a couple people live that, you know, a couple of our friends live, so I popped in and said hi to boost the number of chatters in their streams, and then I passed out. Nothing happened, just an animated streamer. You know, maybe not entirely my style, but I didn't find anything offensive on the other side or anything like that. And in fact, I watch some animated streamers from time to time. I was leaning more toward a person trying to get a PB in a game, but as I was not sure if you had played it, I picked a person playing Mario 64. Yeah, I tend to not stick around too long for streams of games I haven't played, if I intend to play the game. Whoa. So many projectiles. I didn't handle that area well at all. Basically just ran around absorbing every bullet that was fired. Alright, I can do... Oh, grab this plant. I can do better than that. Two away from 100. I don't know what happens at 100, but I am curious to see. Probably just another life. Wait a minute. Was all that unnecessary? I want this switch to be off, right? Oh, that was unnecessary. Oh no, I needed to get that plant again, so... I made the right decision. He said, hoping to convince himself. Alright, here we go, 99. I thought that explosion was related to me collecting plants. I've never seen an enemy that lays mines before. Sounds like my playstyle. Maybe that area exists just as a place to rest from the enemies. It's shockingly kind of the game to give us such an area. I will say, if you're good with isometric controls, then this game is probably not as terrible for you as it is for me. I felt like that big guy I ran past just now, who was like immediately back here before the switches. I felt like that encounter was difficult, but it wasn't unfair. I don't really know what's going on with these switches here. Almost 15 days of ET. I know it's been ET for half a month. I didn't necessarily expect it was going to last this long. $103. We passed 100 with no fanfare. Oh, please stop. We're so very near the end. What a time to die. That comment about being so very near the end was largely an assumption. Yeah, I don't know how long I expected this ET marathon to go on for, but I feel like I didn't expect it to be this long. I mean, it's only 5 games. No. I think I expected all the handheld games to be a one-night affair. I actually expected the digital companion not to take up a whole night by itself. But it did. Game Boy Advance game surprised me by being multiple nights. Cosmic Garden surprised me by being multiple nights. This game I expected to be multiple nights because it's a PlayStation game, but the others I didn't really. This isn't even the boss level. I see a lot of pads, but I don't see a lot. I see a lot of locks. I don't see a lot of keys, basically. I fully expected that to be on a timer. Oh, it leads to a teleport. This level is looking to be a real maze. Oh, there's a. Why'd they have to? This is bad enough. Why'd they have to put this guy here? I actually still don't even understand what the range of the mines is. I just assume I want to be super far away. There's an enemy immediately on the other side of this door. Oh, it's on a timer. Why? Oh, can we recollect that key and use it in multiple areas? If that's the case, that's cool. I think I like that. I really wish that guy hadn't chosen to come up here with me. Why'd he suddenly get so irritated? Leave me alone. Oh, I think I was wrong. I don't think we can use the same key in multiple areas. Because we've already been gifted another key. Remember? Oh, I knew there was an enemy up here. I was gonna say, as I don't remember if there's anything. I was alive with 0 health. I'll take it. I like that this big guy doesn't really seem to care about me most of the time. I don't really understand what his deal is. He seems to spend a large part of his time not noticing or caring I exist. Oh, there's a plant on that conveyor belt. Thank you for respawning me directly next to the enemy that I was just defeated by. Oh, there's the plant on the conveyor belt that I saw before. Oh no, there's an enemy on the conveyor belt too. Oh, another plant. I think we're just going to have to sit here and wait for all the plants to come by. Yeah, I've got to get to this one up. It's mandatory. That enemy got really close to me. I think that enemy that enemy is stepping on that switch. That's interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen them do that before. If the enemies can activate the switches, that means we can get soft locked. Oh, I see plants coming down on the conveyor belt, but we can't pull them through the wall, so I don't... Oh, please be the end of the level. No, it's not. It's the end of the level. Victory! I missed a plant. Missed a couple plants, but... what are you gonna do? The game's not feeding us a percentage completion anyway, so... We may be ranked or get a score at the very end of the game based on our percentage of plants collected, but it's hard to care if the game's not telling us as we go. And there doesn't seem to be any mechanism for repeating levels either, so it's not like... I mean, if it does score you, you have to get the perfect run in one go. That's not fun. Your mission is to shut down the huge Sclavus furnace, whose core is powered by plants. To do this, you must place bombs on the conveyor belts and have them explode in the furnace's core. I'm sure that this is going to be basically impossible to accomplish. We gotta... I mean, are those the bombs we need? Can we move the enemy bombs? You can move the enemy bombs! Fascinating. Of all the things I could have done. I mean, we placed one. Is that enough? The game didn't really indicate how many I need to place. Well, I don't need to place them down there. Oh. There you go. Do it until the conveyor belt stops. I don't feel like I should be walking on a conveyor belt that leads into a furnace. That's probably a stunningly terrible idea. It's almost certainly disastrous for my health, right? I could basically grind up an infinite number of plants, right? Nope, they stopped dropping when I took one. I missed. Try again. Perfect. Oh, don't fire projectiles at me, please. I don't like where this bomb is, like, immediately next to me. Oh. Okay. And so far, so good. Whoa. Almost went right off the edge. Bel Air Jeff, great to see you. Welcome to ET. ET, my favorite character in any franchise. That's why I play his games exclusively now. Oh no, I forgot to grab my Shinoa doll. I was gonna show that to you. It's gonna have to wait until another time. How is Order of Ecclesia going though? You beat it. Right on. Sorry you didn't love it as much as I do. The Sclavus furnace is shut down and the plants are safe. Your next mission will take you to Astrilla, where a huge snowman has frozen the entire planet. I mean, it sounds to me like the huge snowman is the hero of the story here. Dracula's rough. It was good. The bosses were just alike chonky. What? A little. You see, I think that the bosses having a huge amount of health is a good thing because it prevents you from just grinding Shinoa's strength up and then just going in and tanking their hits and wailing on them. If the bosses having a huge amount of health forces you to learn their movement patterns, or, you know, it attempts to force you to learn their movement patterns so that you have to fight them more like a traditional boss. And that's why I really like them. Because, like, in Symphony of the Night, every boss I just basically stood still and wailed on them and spam potions. And you can do that in Order of Ecclesia, but it's a lot more annoying too. I would just grind max potions, see? See, you could still use that strategy, but it's not a good time to do it. It makes the game not. I can see how it would make the game not fun to play. I mean, there are definitely bosses where I did that, where I never learned their pattern, but that's on me, I think, not on the game. No, I don't want anything to do with this big guy. Ugh. Hang on. Hang on. I need to sit here. I need to go into mourning for a second. It's just now. It's the weight of what has happened is slowly coming down upon me. I now have to play an isometric game with ice physics. With ice physics. A game that is perpetually dropping me to my instant death off of ledges because I cannot walk in an isometric perspective. I now have to deal with ice physics on top of this. Oh, this is going to be a long series of levels. I hope I can reach that. I can't reach that. It's like one pixel outside of my range. I had to grind money in order to Ecclesia more than any game. I mean, if you're going the potion spam route. There's a key over there. Oh. I was learning the boss's patterns, it just wasn't enough. It's a rough game. It's a rough game. I do not know what this wants me to do. If you don't have the right glyphs. Yeah, that is another thing. You've got to, you do have to grind for the glyphs, and you have to experiment a lot with them to know which ones to use where. Or yeah, you're kind of just in trouble if you don't have the right glyphs. Yeah. I haven't taken a moment to fully appreciate what this enemy is. I don't even know what this enemy is. I mean, like all enemies, it's some sort of alien creature, but... like, this is a goat, right? This is very clearly a goat. It may be an alien goat, but it's still a goat. What console is this on? This is a PlayStation 1. It's a PlayStation 1 game. I play all my PlayStation 1 games on a PS2, so I'm not being super authentic. That's interesting. No! Don't throw things at me. what is your next game in your Castlevania marathon, Jeff? Are you on to like the God of War games now? Worse than we imagined. No, you're either on ice or you're on snow. Not only do the ice physics ruin your controls, but the snow physics make you move sluggishly. So it's bad no matter where you walk. It's designed for maximum displeasure. I don't know what putting that key on that lock does. Next is Castlevania Adventure Rebirth for Wii. I've heard good things about that game. I never played it myself though. The goat is immortal. The goat must be necessary for a switch then. Cool. Cool. I like being bounced around and hit with projectiles. That's fun. That's what I like to happen. There's just a ton of plants I missed. That guy's throwing bats at me. Speaking of Castlevania. Oh, I think that those are just gone and lost forever now. There doesn't seem to be any way to get back to where those other plants are. No, no, there was a one-up over there, and I couldn't get it because the jump pad pushed me too close to the exit. The exit has like a gravitational pull. If you get too close to it, ET just automatically walks there, and there's not much you can do. Not much you can do. Yake, welcome to the stream. Howdy to you as well. We're starting off like immediately near a 1-up, but it's just barely out of range. It's weird that I can put that on the lock as if it were a key. See the key over there. Oh, it's like an optional area. Okay, yeah, this is... I'm okay with this. Oh, that, well, that does nothing. I thought that was gonna let me go through here. That's very disappointing. Well, why did it work on that one, but not on the other one? I'm gonna try again. Maybe it was my error. Nope, it just must... I guess the key is just incompatible. Huh. That's disappointing. I want to go through there. I want to get that 1-up. I have remarkably little control over any of that. Or influence. Can't interact with these with the telekinesis. No. Okay, that gets me back over there. No. Ooh, this is good. Nice. I don't even mind that it's an endless loop. Really wish that the big enemies didn't exist in this game. There was no way. There was no way. How was I supposed to get past him? I was moving in the snow. It was too slow. There are too many impossible situations. The big enemy over there, so I don't think I want to head that way if I can avoid it for a while at least. Yes, another plant. Please give me extra life. Extra lives. I think that pad will kill me. You know what? I'm gonna try it. Hey, it didn't kill me. That goat was abnormally resilient. There's a question. Like, I know I missed a bunch of stuff over here. Is any of it important? That's the thing I don't know yet. This game is amazing. Better than Silent Hill 2, easily. You know, I only play the finest games, Jeff. Frownie Industries, we prize quality above all else. There was nothing vital back there. I went back and explored and was rewarded with nothing except the potential for a lot more damage. I think it was PlayStation Magazine reviewed this game when it came out, and they called it, quote, irredeemably unfun. No, wait. They called it, I believe the quote was, ugly and irredeemably unfun. Pookie Stan, welcome in. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Are we doing Frownie again today? It's all Frownie all the time. I feel like I've made so much progress in this level. I'm just I'm just terrified at the thought of losing my progress and having to redo all this nonsense. It's all I'm thinking about for the moment. I don't know if I need to... I don't know if these launch pads... You see, it's the thing. I don't know if they exist for my... to help me get to things, or if they exist to punish me for not being able to walk on the ice. I assume they're a punishment, but I don't want to miss content. By not trying them. Oh, why this guy? Why? Grab the key. Escape. I didn't escape. Yeah. Official US PlayStation Magazine. It's dreadfully ugly and unredeemably unfun. Thank you, Black Fox. That part was kind of cool. I hope I'm doing the right thing. I don't actually know where I'm supposed to take this key unless it's that spot right at the very beginning of the map. That's where I'm going to try and head back toward. And if I'm wrong, we're going to be in big trouble because, well, if we're wrong and I make it, we're going to be in big trouble because we're going to have passed all of these enemies into an area where there remains no health to be collected. I feel like that area over there could have the secret that we need, though. There are new overwhelming dangers in every molecule of the map. Oh, that symbol there, that tells you what kind of key you need for the lock. And we have the right key. Look at this. Victory! We did have to come all the way back here. Oh, I'm so glad I didn't explore that other area that I was tempted to look at before. Okay, I see, I think, what's going on there. I want to make sure we get that extra life, though. And we did. Alright, we want to gather this key back. Can I pick this one up? Yes, thank goodness. That's one that came with the demo discs, wasn't it? Back in that era, demo discs were gold. Had a subscription to that in PlayStation Underground, and it was always amazing when they showed up. Yeah, I never had the PlayStation. I was familiar with the concept of demo discs, and somewhat envious that it wasn't a thing that was possible with my cartridge-based systems. That panel there is the wrong graphic. That's not what the exit portal is supposed to look like. They put the wrong thing there. It's one of the best games ever. It's easy. It's really easy, Jeff, for a person who hasn't played it to say things like that. It reminds me of Tomb Raider. I've never played a Tomb Raider game. Now I don't want to. Oh, please leave me alone. Don't throw bats at me. Don't throw bats at me. No, I want the plant. Come with me. No, I want the extra life. I don't care about the plant. Throw the plant in the garbage. Give me the extra life. Oh. Is it safe to stand over here? I guess I'll find out. Alright, so other reviews. A lot better than anyone dared to imagine. Just don't expect the game to be as timeless and breathtaking as the movie, and you'll have a good time. A decent enough scavenger hunt to amuse youngsters for quite a few hours of simple and repetitive item gathering and level clearing fun. I don't think any child would have the patience or coordination that this game requires one to have to succeed. This is a nice little program, certainly not all that challenging, but delightful for its animation of a benign alien creature and its charming ways. These are clearly reviews. I mean, we all know that game reviewers don't play the games they review, and this is just, if you didn't know that, exhibits A, B, and C right here. The evidence is overwhelming. Don't believe any game review written by a gamer who don't believe any game review written by a person who doesn't play the game on a live stream. Because if they have to, what, did I lose a life for standing around too long? What just happened? I don't know what happened. Where'd that life come from? Where did it go? Hooked on pot, welcome in. Still enduring this jank Frownie? Always. The older Tomb Raider games were kind of overrated, in my opinion. The king of platformers for that area was the Spyro games, with the Tomba games as runners-up. I don't know if I've ever, I don't know if I know the Tomba. I don't know if I know that franchise. Oh, but if a game reviewer has to play a game to review it and does actually play it, there's no excuse for not having done it on stream. The only reason they wouldn't is because they want to hide the fact that they don't really play the games. What? What's going on here? As usual, I don't understand what's happening. I think I just have to... No! They really didn't need to put an enemy here to throw objects at me while I'm trying to figure out where this key goes. I'm not, by the way, I'm not fighting the enemies because they're invulnerable. There's no point to fighting them. At best, I can stun them for like a millisecond. The thing about the stun attack is it stuns the enemies only for as long as it takes ET to recover from having used the stun attack. So the very best you can hope for is to just lock yourselves in a perpetual frozen state. I feel like I've got to move that thing from this side. I'm not sure how to do that. Oh. That's all I need. I just needed this goat. I was really overcomplicating that situation. Ooh, cold. What's this do? Teleporter, okay. Oh no. I'm not trying to grab the plant, I'm trying to grab the goat. What is anything in this game? Why this one goat I can't pick up? I've been able to pick up every other goat, but this one no. But this one no. I think I missed the last boss. I have to go back and see it later. So yeah, you have missed a boss. The last boss was actually really easy and wasn't really so much a boss as it was a level puzzle. Oh, this is... This kind of goat hurts me. There are two types of enemies that are goats. One of them hurts me and one of them doesn't. Alright, now see, this was the exit portal on the other stage. now it's a teleporter. Go away. I feel like I probably needed that key. Seems too easy to have just left it there. What is going on? Oh, I need to fall off of this into this area, perhaps. I don't know what's... Oh. I'm making progress, but only about 40% of it is intentional. And that's a pretty generous estimate. I feel like I'm not saying a whole lot at this point while I'm playing. And that's mostly because each situation that I'm encountering now lasts so briefly, and I understand it so little that I just don't know what to say. And by the time I've developed any thoughts about what's happening to me, I've already moved on into a new terrible situation. This, these ice physics, they're really getting to me. There's another one up over there. I don't think I'm going to be able to reach it through the wall. No, I've got to get to it. Can I run against this conveyor belt? I can. Is there anything over here? There is not. Okay, I've got to get around this guy. Please stay over there. Fantastic. Okay, where does this go? Back over here. Gross. Oh, no. This is the worst thing that could have possibly happened. Alright, never mind. Wasn't that bad. I overreacted. Alright, Pookie Stan. Sorry, it took me a moment to notice the face cam. We'll do it upside down time. This is a favorite of our friend Belair, Jeff. All the blood will now rush to my head. Perhaps it'll make me think more clearly for a change. That's the end of the level? I made it to the end of the level and I still have a key that I never used anywhere. That's weird. That's how you know. That's how you know the levels are well designed. Do keys carry over? Not that I'm aware of. Your damage carries over. The game designers were super considerate in that respect. Thank you for the trophies, Hooked on Pot. Bunch of really cool guys, the people who made this game. They made some really, like, player-friendly decisions. Let's see if we can grab this key back. That might even be mandatory. Okay, we can get in there if we want. We probably do want to go in there. You can carry keys, no more teleport moving. Yeah, I've been able to carry keys for a long time, and just wasn't aware of it. uh, It doesn't make a huge difference that you can carry keys, unfortunately, because you still usually have to, like, when you get to where it needs to be, you have to set it down, and you usually need telekinesis to get it into the proper position, and you often need telekinesis to make the key go somewhere where you can initially grab it in the first place, so... Well, yes, it is true that grabbing the key does make life a little easier. It doesn't let us avoid as much telekinesis as we might like. There's an extra life up there. You know I've got to go get that. No, I'm gonna die before I can. I didn't expect that goat to be able to come off the slope. That's not at all what I would have preferred to have had happen. Typical Frownie making things difficult for himself. When have I ever done that? How could you accuse me of such a thing? And thank you for the bits, Hooked on Pot. I don't think that worked the way that it was supposed to. I think a lot of what I'm doing right now is optional. I did like all this, like going around and collecting these plants. I mean, the collecting the health isn't really optional because I think I think I kind of cheesed the game here a little bit because see that key over there? I think we're supposed to grab that key and use it over here, but I brought a key with me. So, oh no. Oh no, it doesn't work. Because it's a different key. Fail. I thought I was so clever. That's the same key. They look identical. If this key works and that one didn't, I'm gonna be very upset. If the keys are not interchangeable, they shouldn't. See, I've got to use my telekinesis, by the way, to grab this. This is what I was talking about. The perils of still having to use telekinesis to do everything. If the keys aren't going to be interchangeable, they should have... It's wrong key. Well, now I've got two keys and neither of them work. Then they should have to design a unique key, is all I'm saying. If they don't work interchangeably, they should have unique designs. Oh, that's a different kind of goat. See, that door requires a different type of key, and it has a different type of design. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is good. Put the key down, man. What? This isn't right either? Oh, please tell me the issue is I need two keys. Oh, maybe it's the wrong one, like I was just talking about. I need the other identical key. Oh, I'm furious. This is inexcusable. These keys are duplicates. Why does one of them work and one of them doesn't? There's no way to tell them apart. Itty, thank you for the pistachios. Having the correct identical key is important. I don't... Oh, I'm upset. Yeah. Thank you for the stretch break hooked on pot. I will get to that. Let me catch up with what you said here, though. I'm doing good this week. I made it through the first full-time week back to work after a few months after an injury. Oh, I don't know if I knew that you had been injured. But I'm glad that you seem to be getting back to normality. Feeling good to be feeling good again. Excellent. Right arm was messed up. I had a pinched nerve in my neck. That made my arm go half numb and throbbing in pain. Physio helped. They know all the right stretches. And speaking of stretches... I hadn't told y'all till now. I didn't know for sure because I as we know, I do forget things. I try my best not to, but I recognized it was entirely possible you could have mentioned it and I'd forgotten. All right, pistachios and then a stretch. And I really hope nothing comes along and murders E.T. while I'm doing these things. Because I'm going to tempt fate and leave the game unpaused. It's okay. It was no good being injured and not being able to work. Thankfully, I have good insurance and a job to take me back after. I think those are the best things. I think those are some of the best things you can have. Oh, and welcome to the stream, Itarama, by the way. I don't think I actually said it. See, this key is different. This is fine. I'm okay with this key not opening, you know. You know what I'm thinking. Please don't make this. The enemies do a completely unacceptable amount of damage. Okay, I think this is... No, why am I setting it down? I think this is the last key. I think it's the last key. Run, E.T. No! Don't get bounced around. I don't know where these fireballs are suddenly coming from. Oh, that's it. Oh, thank goodness. Another level. I'm really kind of upset to have lost that life, though. That puts us in an unfavorable situation. Hey, but we're at a boss. How in the world have I been playing this for 2 hours already? What? Feels like I just started. You must find the snowman's lair. Once you're inside, heart stun the rams into the huge snowman to weaken him. Do this enough times, and the snowman's evil, icy grip will be broken. Ooh, there's a life over there. I see it. I don't know why I'm not able to pick it up. My telekinesis is clearly reaching it. I think I've been upside down for my mandatory time. Yeah, so we will correct this. Ah, what a relief. So much stuff in this game just glitches all around. Look at this. I can grab this health thing, which is further away, but it won't let me grab the one up. And you are able in every other, pretty much every other situation to grab a one up with telekinesis. It's not like they are unaffected by it. Just this particular one is, because the game is willing to change its rules at random to torment you in every way possible. Or at least to torment me. Upside down stretch was pleasing. I'm a fan of when the upside down camera and the stretch break overlap. See, once again, I can cheese a key, but the keys don't work in this game like they're supposed to. So really all I'm doing is hurting myself, because now this is one more item I have to juggle and deal with. Upside down power-up would be cool. I'm not sure I follow what we mean by power up here. Upside down power up. Leave me alone, monster. Oh, when the weights, they super buff, yeah. Power up is a good title for that. Oh no, this door requires 2 keys. Yeah, that's happened from time to time as well. See, look, I moved this life. I moved the life with the telekinesis. Because you're supposed to be able to. I have a feeling this boss fight is going to be pretty awful. I don't know what it means by heart stun the goat into the snowman. When we game over, we're gonna have to do this whole level. We're gonna have to do this whole level again if we game over, and it's probably not a matter of if, but a matter of when. What did it mean by heart stun the goat into the... Oh. I guess that's what it meant. Well, it requires more than 3... Well, I don't know. It requires more than 2 hits. I cannot believe that there exists game developers worse than the guy who made the Atari ET. Who would think that this is acceptable? Victory, I'll take it. The boss's damage didn't reset. The boss's damage didn't reset when we died. Perfect. I'll take it. It's amazing. See, I remember watching E.T. and thinking, I want to see this goofy creature grab goats from a Yeti. You're all these years, Eddie, and your dream has finally come true. Thank you for the bits, Hooked on Pot. Thank you again, my friend. Metroid Dread final boss is nothing on E.T. Interplanetary mission boss. Alright, you have defeated the huge snowman. Now you visit the forests of planet Earth. There you must find 4 items. Once they are all collected, they will help E.T. phone home. So is this a 4... Does this mean we got 4 more levels? I feel like Earth is the final area, is probably the final area of the game. Earth 1. Yeah, it looks like 4 levels. I don't know what these panels on the ground are all about. I thought I heard a cat. Welcome to Earth. Thank you, Hooked on Pot. Thank you for the bits and the trophies. Oh, look at this. We get to collect candy. It's just like the movie. I don't know what that creature was. Oh, bats. I really need some extra lives here, though. Is that a Viking with a pitchfork? What time period did E.T. visit in? I thought the movie was set in the 80s. 70s? I don't know when AT came out. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That guy looks like a bear hugger from Super Punch-Out. Kill the cat and take its mushrooms. Was that a cat? I thought I heard a cat. He landed in a studio backlot. Hey, got another extra life. Perfect. We're almost at 200 plants. I can't believe I've healed and collected a plant 200 times. I can't believe I'm still playing this game. I didn't think I was going to play this for this long tonight. But I feel like we might be getting near the end, and if it's possible to beat it and be done with it forever, oh man, that's the dream. Oh, those icons at the beginning were the places I need to set my phone parts. Oh, this is one level. We have to do this. We have to collect all 4 parts on every level. Oh my goodness. These Earth levels are going to be challenging. I guess it's not that much worse than having to collect all the keys. Well, you know what? Kinda is. Leave me alone, big guy. Oh no, it is just 1 per level. Earth 2. This screen, this Earth title screen, looks very Christmassy. We got lights, we got evergreens. Be good, E.T. says. Whoa. Hooked on Pot, thank you again. You are, your generosity is very appreciated, my friend. Thank you for the gift sub. And Pookie Stan, take a key for coming in. That creature, I think that creature is laughing when we attack it. I guess E.T.'s heart stun. I guess it feels like being tickled. No, this guy is really messing with me. I thought he was gonna leave me alone. Like, he was going away, but then, like... He seems completely oblivious to my existence 1 second, and then... just rushes me the very next. I'm very badly hurt now. Thank you, Frownie, and everyone. This is a very chill place to hang out. That's the goal. We want to keep things light, relaxed. Just play some terrible games and step away from everything for a while. Sometimes I get to play good games too. Sometimes. Oh, is that it? Is that the phone piece? It's the speaking spell. Ah, that's what it is. It's too far away, I can't grab it. I know I had a speaking spell as a child, though I don't really remember much about it. I don't think it succeeded in teaching me either how to speak or to spell. No, don't put that down. Watching Iron Sword is the highlight of my life, which you still haven't beat. Oh, man. I know I have to go back to Iron Sword someday. I don't know. I don't know that I can beat that game hooked on pot. To be honest with you. I mean, I would do plan to give it more tries, but that game is overwhelmingly difficult. I don't know why they had to limit your continues in that game. I feel like they ruined the game by limiting. Speaking of ruin the game, I think I'm stuck. Oh no, there's a plant here. Oh, thank goodness. By limiting your continues, they kind of ruined the game. The game could have been like Wizards and Warriors. It's not a very good game, but it's all right because they gave you unlimited continues and they're really generous with the respawns. So you can stumble your way through it, and then all the things that make it bad, it's like, well, yeah, it's not good, but at least it's not brutal. But then they left all the flaws and took away the continues for the sequel, and so it becomes overwhelming. That guy yells yeehaw when we stun him. So I can pick up this life, but if I do, that police officer is almost certainly going to kill me. I guess no guts, no glory, right? Oh, we made it around. When I saw the speak and spell on the ground there, I thought it looked like a credit card. Before. I didn't understand what it was. Heavy Pikmin vibes on this level. Yeah. Yeah, it does. It does kind of resemble the appearance of Pikmin. That's why I bugged you so much to play Iron Sword. It was my nemesis when I was a kid. I don't think you bugged me an overwhelming amount about it or anything like that. I think you bugged me just the right amount for it. Iron Sword is horrible, non-stop enemies attacking, and the jankest jump physics. Yeah. Yeah, that's... Good. That's perfectly accurate. Alright, so we've got 2 more pieces to collect and then probably a boss. We might be 3 levels from the end. We could be 3 levels away from the end. Can we make it? Can we be done with this game? If you're curious, what may be next, my plans for the rest of the night, if we finish this, is to just play a whole bunch of Contra and try and grind some attempts for a no-power deathless run. So just be a lot of Contra, probably a lot of resets, a lot of repetition. But maybe, if we're really lucky and we stick with it, maybe we'll have a glorious victory. He got me. I did mention every time I join the conversation. There's that old foggy memory that I always talk about. I don't think I ever won that as a wee lad either. Speedruns make it look easy, but I think the problem is the whole game's layout is like a fever dream where everything looks very similar. You never really know if you're going the right way or backtracking. Navigation is tough in that game, but the biggest problem for me is combat and damage, because there's no... basically your health bar is just a time meter in that game, because it's you're taking damage from every enemy in the universe every second that you exist, and there's no way to avoid it. So you just, from the moment the level starts, you're just racing against the clock, like, can I finish this before my health drains all the way down? And the answer is usually no. No, you can't. But yes, everything does look the same, and navigation is a huge problem. I do agree with those as well. Oh. These, like, aqueducts. This is the first... I think this is the first time in the game where we walked under something like this. Well, I mean, we've gone through arches. But I don't remember there being any, like... structures. Like, any structures up in the sky like this. think I need to not fall down there. I need to go into the water. Okay, water's like a conveyor belt. A conveyor belt that we cannot run against. Ooh, there's a life down there. You know I want that. I'll fight a bat for an extra life any day of the week. Okay, I think we want to fall down there on our way back later. Okay, there we go. Oh, I was having trouble grabbing this thing. I was just getting worried. Can't. There we go. No, run. He's too fast. He'll destroy you, E.T. So I want to just fall down here, maybe? Go up the slope. Oh, we might be done with this level. If I don't make any big mistakes. Another level completed. 3 out of 4 parts. Phone home. Hey, this might be the last level. I might have been wrong about the number left. I kind of knew that it was a possibility that I was overestimating the number, but I figured it better to overestimate than to underestimate. But, I mean, it looks promising to me that this could be the last level. Let's hope it's not miserable. So far, this has been okay. Okay, that's probably where we're going to come down from. When we stun the policeman, it sounds like his walkie-talkie saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't understand how their awareness works, because they're so oblivious to me sometimes, and then they just suddenly rush over with a burst of awareness that doesn't seem possible. I don't know what I'm doing that's triggering them. This guy looks like he has a hockey mask on. It's weird. Keep on going. Thanks for cheering me on. Thank you, Black Fox. We're gonna try and make it. We're gonna try and make it home. Grab that enemy. You bet I can. Grab the enemy and turn it into health. I grab these enemies now, maybe I don't have to fight them later. That's kind of what I'm thinking. There sure are a lot of them. Ooh, that's the piece we need right there. It's so close. No, the bat's so close. Alright, I think I see how we get to it. Well, I see part of the path anyway. No, leave me alone. I knew he was going to hit me. I thought it was actually going to take me out though, so I'm happy to have been damaged as little as I was. I think this guy poses a very serious risk of taking me out. And he did. It boosted me. I'm further along now than I was before. This is great. That's the first time I've ever reached a checkpoint like that. ET phone home. Congratulations, you collected all the pieces and phoned home. A spaceship has arrived and returned you to Botanicus for a big celebration of your amazing interplanetary mission. That sounds like the in-game text. I think we might have done it. That's it. That was the end. That was the celebration. We didn't get a score. The coveted in-game cutscene. Wow. We didn't get a score. We didn't get the celebration on Botanicus that we were promised, but I don't care. We're done. We're done. We finished ET. We finished all the ET games. Oh, the ET marathon is over. To be clear, there do exist a couple more ET games, but I mean, I don't count mobile and PC games because I'm a console guy. There's like one, maybe two Atari, obscure Atari ET games that I don't have, but this is good. 6 ET games have been beaten on this stream now, and we're done. We're done with ET. I hope to never play an ET game again. I hope to never see ET again in my life. Oh, so good to be done. So good to be done. This tonight was way better than last night with this game though. Way smoother. Thank you for the bits, Hooked on Pot. Thank you for the trophies. Thank you for the GGs, my friends. Ah. What a time to be alive. We actually finished it. There were some struggles, and there was some upsetting parts to the game tonight, but it wasn't nearly as bad as last night. So I guess this would still be maybe the third best ET game. I don't know. I wouldn't rank it that high. I would say Escape from Planet Earth is the best. The Cosmic Garden would be the second best. It's really hard to decide between this game and the Game Boy Advance game. They're tied for third. And then the Atari one's the worst, because it took me the longest to beat. And the Digital Companion's disqualified. It's not really a game. Not better than E.T. Farming Simulator. No, E.T. Farming Simulator is the second best E.T. game. I thought this could dethrone it. But no. There's too much jank in this game. Good. Thank you for the GG rewinding. Thank you. Ah, it feels so good to be done. Oh, magic beans. Oh, please be good. This is supposed to be a celebration. Thank you, Pookie Stan, for the bean. Oh, let's hope it's good. This bean is stink bug or toasted marshmallow, one of the two. Come on, marshmallow. The marshmallow bean is one of my favorites. Maybe my favorite bean in the pack. So that would be really pleasant. Stink bug isn't the worst, but it's not fun. Yep, fitting for E.T. The ending celebration is a stink bug. Oh. I've been meaning... Stinky bug. I've been meaning to look at the ingredients here. I had a revelation earlier. I was wondering... So, the stink bug jelly bean, it reminds me of, like, if as a child, you ever cleaned out a jar and captured fireflies in the jar and kept them overnight, but didn't have enough holes in the jar, and so they all died? The next day, when you cleaned out the jar, it would have, like, a particular smell to it. And the stink bug bean reminds me of the way that jar of fireflies would smell after they all died. And it's a very similar smell to the smell of turmeric. And so I was wondering if they use turmeric to make the stink bug bean. But I don't see it on the ingredients. But I mean, that doesn't mean a whole lot, because they don't, you know, a lot of the, like, you know, it could be included under, like, natural flavors, for all I know. Because who knows what that means anyway. I do believe I flee now that I've put you through that. Laughs maniacally. I'm gonna go play some Switch games in docked mode, which I hardly ever do. Oh man, all I do is play in the docked mode. My Switch might as well not be portable. It might as well be glued in that dock. I never play it handheld. I just don't like the small joysticks and the buttons. I'd rather have a full-size controller, so I always play with it in the dock, and unless there's some prevailing reason why I cannot. But now, actually, the other day, my Switch Pro controller is dead. It went from perfectly normal and functional to just completely dead. The battery won't charge or anything, and it does nothing. I've tried like different ports, different cables. I tried to do anything I could think of that would make it charge, and nothing is working. And it's frustrating because it's not the controller's not even that old. And I don't know how the battery can die so suddenly, but I assume it's the battery. Could be anything. I don't know. I don't know what's going on inside that controller, but it won't work anymore. And that's really disappointing. I'm surprised how much I use the portable feature. I didn't figure I would. I play it while watching streams, so I was playing that the whole time. Yeah, so if I'm playing a game and watching a stream, which I don't do a whole lot since I started streaming, but if I do, then I always have the stream on like a mobile device, on my phone or a tablet. All right, so I'm going to turn off this ET. We're gonna step away from this. Thank you very much, my friends, for enduring this awful game with me. Now we're going to play a good game, but we're going to play it in kind of a painful way. We're going to go to the NES, and we're going to play Contra, and I'm attempting to do a one life clear with no power-ups in Contra. I've been practicing and working on it for a while, and tonight it's gonna be one of the first times where I make a serious like grind of attempts. So I figure we'll play through the game once just to get warmed up with deaths and all, and then after that I'm gonna lean really heavily on the reset button. So we may be seeing the first part of the game. I mean, the first part of the game may be all we see for most of the night. But I'd like to grind out a bunch of attempts and not waste a lot of time on runs that have had a death, for a change. And that's how we're gonna finish out the stream. We may achieve that victory tonight. We may not. I can't tell you how it's gonna go, but we're gonna hope for the best. So if you want to stick with me for that, then that's what we're gonna be doing. Oh, wait. I'm going to read this too real quick. You can always contact Nintendo about the controller, expect the worst, and hope for the best. Whenever you've got to contact people regarding faulty video game stuff, unfortunately. Yeah, and that I might do that. I don't know. I might open it up myself and see if there's any obvious problems that have, if something has snapped or come dislodged or something somehow. I may do that. I haven't really decided. First thing I'm gonna do is replace it either way. Just get a new one, and then that'll be, if I can get it repaired or repaired, it'll be my backup controller from now on. But thank you for being here, Pookie Stan. I appreciate you keeping us company. And I hope that you enjoy. I hope that you enjoy your adventures on the Switch.